Hi, it's Jay with Iridescent Tarot, back with some more sparkle for you. Today I wanted to talk about my knitted pouches. I have gotten a couple comments just asking to see my collection, and I just wanted to show you some of the bags that I've knitted. Today's sparkles, my nail polish is this Mooncat Moonrise. It's a like sheer pink polish with blue and pink shimmers, and then like a holographic silver, and then I put this on top of it because I wanted more of that strong blue shift. But I love nail polish Flower Child, and it's very similar. It just looks a little bit more blue than pink in person with the shift. So that's how these came out. In honor of this being a video of things that I've made, I wanted to use this Atelier Classique 50. I had mentioned in one of my previous videos that for our honeymoon, my husband and I went to France, and one of the activities that we did in France was a perfume making class, which was so much fun. And so this is the perfume that I had made. And the notes of this perfume that I had picked out, it has a top note of just plain almond, and then the middle notes are rice, toffee, and white musk, and then a base of gardenia, praline, and sugared almond. So it is very, very gourmand. I was kind of going for like almost that roasted sugared nut smell that you can kind of smell on the street sometimes when you're in the city. Yeah, it's very beautiful, and the gardenia only comes out like very mildly after you've been wearing it for a little bit of time, and the white musk kind of just like is a through line throughout the perfume. So it's pretty, and it's one of those things that I don't spray or wear too often because I really want to preserve this. So there's not a huge dent in this, but when I do get to wear it, it's very special. So for my knitted pouches, I call these tarot tube socks because I use sock yarn to knit them, and they just kind of look like little tarot socks to me. So these are my tarot tube socks. Typically when I'm making these, what I like to do is match the backs of the cards to the yarn, because it is the easiest for me to connect. Like, okay, this bag that's on my shelf has this deck inside of it, and it's easy to identify. But there's a couple of exceptions to that rule, and the first bag that I made is one of them. And that's because this is one of my favorite yarns. I really, really love just the different color variations in this yarn, and it's very me. And so when I was thinking of what yarn I wanted to use to knit a tube sock for my Pam A RWS, I felt like I just had to use this. I've mentioned before that I don't love having a ton of RWS clones or copies in my collection. So when I managed to get a copy that was on MPC linen cardstock with the crackle backs and the gold gilded edges, and this is an original Pam A facsimile, and I wanted just a bag to match that. Like, I don't know, it just felt like it belonged together. Because of mom life, I did have to film this in 2 separate parts, so my nail polish is going to abruptly change right now. I only knit bags for decks that don't have like a nice hard 2-piece box. If they came in like a pouch, or they didn't come with a bag at all, then I will make one. But I'm not like creating bags just for the sake of like putting decks and bags on my shelf. Kind of as like a little set, I used the same yarn to make this bag for my little miniature rainbow holographic RWS. And so I just know when I see the yarn color what's going to be in these bags are my RWS decks. Next up is Thoth, which I have the MPC linen greenie, and for that reason I went with a like pretty lime green bag. The edges of this deck are like a minty green, and so I just thought that it matched pretty nicely. So actually this one doesn't match the backs either, because I would have gone with like a goldeny brown, but it's a greenie, so it had to be in a green bag. The other paired set that I have that match is this set of decks, which house the tarot deck that I made in regular size and miniature size. And this is possibly the only other yarn that I love more than my RWS yarn. So this is hand dyed and is like purple, blue, pink, which is my most favorite color scheme. And it has like little sparkle threads throughout. And this has my digital collage deck that I made. So yeah. And this is just a mini version of that. So cute. My Roots and Wings deck came in a little bag, and so I tried to match this to the backs, like that minty green color in between. This one I've featured a lot on my channel. This is my Carrot Tarts Tarot. It was actually really hard to find a yarn that matches the backs of this well. I considered using this color to make a bag for the softest shade Oracle because I feel like it's the softest shade of purple, but I thought it matched up these backs a little bit better. This is the one bag that I wasn't like super thrilled with how it came out because of the colors. So the yarn is super multicolored when it's in hank form, so when it's like in the stranded form, but when I wound it up, I realized that the color changes are too long to really make the bag look the way that I wanted it to look, which was to include all of these colors. So I don't know if like eventually maybe I will try to find something else for this deck, but this is the Sacred Creators Oracle, and I just thought that the colors of this yarn matched all of these, and especially with the white. It's like hard to find this kind of combination, but I'm just like disappointed that it didn't have all of these colors go into the actual bag. This is actually one of my favorite bags that I've made. This is for the Marguerite Peterson Tarot, and I feel like it matches so well. I just love the color variance between the actual bag and the backs, and I think they complement each other really well, and this yarn is super soft. The indie edition of the Lumina Tarot comes in a black canvas bag, which I don't really like. The deck itself is so colorful, and then the backs are black, so I guess I understand, but I just felt like it needed a little bit more of a colorful housing. So there were quite a few cards that I felt like really embodied like the color scheme that I went for with this bag. This is my Shadowscapes bag. I have her in this little like silver hair tie because that's how she was for many years before I made this bag. But I thought like this dusty lavender color really suited the backs. And just in the interest of time, I won't get into these too much, but it's just another set of Oracle decks that I made bags for. A bag that I'm working on right now is for the Extraordinary Oracle. So these are the backs, and I thought that this variegated purple with some of those like jewel tones in this deck would go well together. But as I've been working on the bag, I've realized that I think I finally want to let this deck go. I've had it for almost 10 years, and despite starting the bag for it, I think that I might just want to move it along in my collection. So if there's anybody that wants to buy this hard to find out of print deck and have a bag that matches it, I would be happy to move it along to you. So if you're interested, just send me an email. And then lastly, I made this bag, but I'm like super sensitive to allergies, and for some reason, like I think I'm allergic to the whatever combination of wool is in this bag. So I don't want to use it for the deck I had intended. I had like the colored deck in it. It's pretty much like a standard tarot size bag. So if you are interested in this bag, just let me know and maybe I can find a good home for it. So those are all my tarot bags that I've knitted. I don't have an Etsy shop or anything like that. I just make these for myself for fun, but if one of the yarn colors stuck out to you, or if you really want one and you're super interested, like send me an email and we could try to figure something out. I am happy to continue making these because I really enjoy making them, and I would love to see them like in the hands of other people. I think that would be so much fun. Yeah, thanks for watching, and I will talk to you later. Signing out.